we need your help. We have a very small group, and you don't have to go knocking on doors. You can make phone calls. You can also get involved. We need to have committees set up in all of the different communities, small groups of committees that can watch what's going on in Washington with the Senate district, watch what's going on in the congressional district. We need to get people involved as watching what's going on in the local. We need letter writers. My wife was talking about that earlier. We need to get committees with small groups of people that will work on specific issues, school board, state and local, and the such. And that's what we want. It's not hard work. You get to meet a lot of really cool people. We have, and we'll even eat together. I like to eat. That's what we need. And I thank y'all for coming, but we need your help.
If you're not fired up already, how many knows about cap and trade? That's a little piece of legislation in the Senate.
Yeah.
Do we like that one?
That's a disaster.
The entire objective of cap and trade is to eventually divest people of ownership of homes. That's the way it all boils down to. Because when it's passed, if you don't meet certain green requirements that's in the legislation and you get a little certificate put on your home, like your car's inspection sticker, you don't get to sell it. If you try to, there's a tremendous penalty attached. And the things that are in that bill are absolutely obscene, what they were requiring. It's estimated that when it fully goes into effect, it will increase your cost yearly, a family of four, of at least $6,800 to $8,000 a year, just to comply. But then they have the right to change the requirements at any given time. So when you get ready to sell your home, you may think, well, I have to go in and I have to replace this piece of appliance with something that's more energy efficient that meets their requirements. I have to have green material in my home, so I have to rip all this out and put that in. And then when you get ready to sell, they say, well, wait, we just changed the requirements. Now you got to go in and do this, this, and this. That's in the bill. We have a $500 million, I'm sorry, we have about $2 trillion debt that this government's going to be facing. That is going to absolutely send inflation through the roof. That is an unbearable debt for our future generations to face. They know what they're doing. These folks aren't stupid. They understand that. And there's method to their madness, believe me. We just have to get them out. Didn't mean to hog this again, but I wanted to mention that to try and fire you up a little bit more if you're not mad enough. Tom?
Yeah. Do you have any idea when the next meeting will be?
We're looking at monthly meetings now. Probably going to be the second Saturday, I believe. Kelly, TJ, Cindy, second Saturday of the month, meetings.
Regular.
It's third Saturday of the month, regular meetings. Be on Saturdays. We're looking at places to go to. We've moved all around the county. We've met in Midlothian, Ennis, Waxahachie. Frankly, Waxahachie is somewhat of a central point. Red Oak, we've met there. Ovella. But we hope to find a spot that we can light in that's central for everyone so no one has to do an inordinate amount of travel. We cannot stress enough what Harlan said. We need help. We need folks that are willing to get out and work. Folks, let me tell you something. This is our last chance. This November election is the most critical election that we've suffered. If we don't make it now, we've got some real problems facing us in 2 years. Because you hadn't seen nothing yet compared to what they have in play.
If you don't do nothing now, forget about tomorrow.
So when it's time that we're asking you to get out and walk door to door, contact your neighbors, and you think, well, this baseball game is on TV and I'd rather do that, just think about the fact that a few years down the road you may not be able to watch a baseball game. So this is very important if you want to save our country right now. It's critical. Anyone else? TJ?
Just talk.
Thank God we live in Texas. Sam Houston said Texas has yet to learn oppression from any source, come from wherever it may. Texans are proud. and Americans are proud, and we're both. And we need to take some pride in what our founding fathers did. We need to take some pride in what the guys at the Alamo did. They gave their lives for the same thing that we're fighting for now. We need to think about it, and think about it hard. They gave up their lives. They gave up, and the ones that didn't give up their lives, they gave up, they spilt their blood, and they gave up all their treasure. We're not giving up our treasure. We're just not giving up our treasure, and we're not spilling our blood, that's for sure. Not yet, anyways. And thank God we don't have to do that. But we need to get out here and work hard. We can't stress this enough. You know, we've been doing this for a year now, and it seems from time to time, some of us that are deep into the liberty, what I call the liberty movement, because that's what it centers around, is liberty. Those of us that are deep into it feel like we're the only ones sometimes, feel like we're banging our head against the wall. And we just need everybody, we just need you to commit. Once you commit, and make it up in your mind that you're going to devote your time and your effort to this, to preserving our liberty for our children and our grandchildren, so that they can enjoy the same freedoms that we've had, then we're going somewhere. Then we're getting something done. I just want to encourage everybody to stay involved, talk about it. Everybody. We may not all have a lot of money, we may not all have a lot of influence, but we've all got some influence. We've all got a circle of friends, and we can talk to them. We've all got a car, and they make all kinds of cool bumper stickers. We need to just cover our cars in these bumper stickers, because it's a good way to spread the word, you know. And I just want to stress that we need to stay involved. And I want to do one more thing. I want Darren to get up here and talk about nullification, because in this Senate race, nullification is going to be huge. We need to nullify everything that's coming out of Washington right now. Everything. And if that makes us the party of no, then that's fine. I prefer the party of hell no.
Hey!
Two things right quick, really important, and now I'll let Darren finish. I'm going to ask Tom, after we're through here, to lead us in a word of prayer to close this meeting. We will get an email list out to you of all the phone numbers of state of representatives, congressmen, senators, so you'll have that handy. When we send out an email to you, say, please call these folks and tell them to vote no. Get on the phone, please, and make those calls, flood those lines. It does make a difference. It made a difference in Austin before the Board of Education, when they were fixing to start taking all this mess out of school books. They got people together, and it made a difference. The other thing I want to emphasize, and I can't do this more, of everything that's been said, folks, there's only one way we're going to accomplish this. I'm going to ask every one of you to commit to pray every night that God will help turn this country around and speak to the hearts of people in this country and get them motivated, because we're here because we have turned away from some of those principles, and we need to bring it back. And so please, every one of you, every night, vote for this country, vote that he'll speak to our representatives in Washington, and vote that he will help us turn this thing around come November. Darren.
And then get off your knees and help us.
All right.
I'm going to share a little bit. I'm going to share a little bit with you on the process to nullification and a little bit of my background. November of